Hi again, it's Steve at the Vintage Model Builds channel. Hope everyone is well. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. And today, we've got a bit of a mishmash, of different things. First of all, I'll just show this. I completed the decaling on the Willys Jeep from Academy, and unlike the Cat and Crad, I painted this one up, and pretty pleased with it. And so today we have what I'm going to call a Tale of Two Kubelwagens. From the same Academy kit as the Cat and Crad and the Willys Jeep. We also have the Kubelwagen. There it is. And I got started on this. I had to mix the paint, and I'm not happy with it. I think it's too dark. Anyways, it's just a single sprue, and so I'll be working on that. The other Kubelwagen is this one, and this is the Tamiya. I'll go into a review on this in a minute. I got that to go with the ICM 148 BF 109 F2 with ground personnel and pilots. So that'll make a nice diorama when it's done. Okay, so yeah, so we've got the Tamiya 148 German Kubelwagen Type 82, ready to assemble precision model kit, the usual stuff. Tamiya catalog item number 32501. So this is an old one. I think it's back from the 70s. And I paid $26. And I might be a little, I might have overpaid a little bit on this. But we'll see. Okay, so this is nice. They give you an actual 148 size aircraft, and then compare the actual size Kubelwagen. Or I don't know if it's actual size. What does it say? It says comparison with same scale model aircraft. But I don't think that's actual size. I think it might be a little bigger. Anyways. So, and then it says set components, 148 scale German Kubelwagen, replica kit, meticulously reproduced and designed for easy assembly. Kit includes 2 pilot figures during briefing, with 4 types of decals for both the Luftwaffe and German Army. Okay, so, and this is kind of interesting. On the side here, they've given you cutouts for guidepost signs, color map, and the insignia of the lieutenant and the pilot. Excuse me. This I don't know about. They're way too big for 148 scale figures, so I don't know what they were doing with that. Anyways, so let's open her up and take a look. There's no signature on the artwork, and the box itself did come a bit squished. open her up here. Side open box. There's some blistering from where the box got squished, but everything looks to be in good shape. Take this out. We've got the decals and windscreen. That's it. Or windshield, depending on which continent you're on. The usual important information and legal stuff. And then we've got the sprues. So we have 2 sprues, and this is actually kind of neat. This one is mounted on a post to keep it from squishing against the other things. So I thought that was kind of ingenious. Can't remember seeing that before, although it's possible. And here we have the two figures, very nicely detailed. They'll be fun to paint up. Tamiya's done a great job here. I'm not seeing any flash whatsoever, even on the, well, maybe just a tiny bit. Not even flash, it's just like a seam that easily shaved off. And a couple of the Kubelwagen parts. And then we got the main body of the Kubelwagen. Tires, chassis, hood, seats. And you only, unlike the Academy kit, where you could have the canopy up or down, this is just canopy down only, as far as I can see. Fair enough. Okay, and again, no flash, no parts bent or broken. Put this back. Now the box says copyright 2003, but I expect that's a rebox, and this is a tooling from the 70s. Okay, so as has been known to happen, I made a mistake. I was wrong. And it was actually a new tooling in 2003 and new parts in 2004. So, last 20 years, not too bad. The other thing about the box I forgot to show on the back, there's a nice picture of the completed kit with the figures, reading the map, and then of course they put another, I think that's an F-190 in the background. And they give you the paint scheme here for the figures, and the 2 different camouflage schemes. And the write-ups on the outside of the box. Throughout World War II, the Kubelwagen was widely used as a reconnaissance, liaison, and transportation vehicle by the German military, as well as personnel carrier by the Luftwaffe. Based on a Volkswagen chassis, the Kubelwagen featured a simple lightweight design with a reliable air-cooled engine and 4-wheel independent suspension, providing excellent maneuverability. Then there's a note on the uniform of the figures. From the middle period of World War II, the majority of German pilots wore a two-piece style flight suit. In combat, pilots wore a life jacket and parachute over the top, sometimes wearing a compass attached to the left side of the chest. And again, they show the paint schemes. And the detail was great. Okay, so that's that. And we have a fold-out long sheet for the instructions. Excuse me. And we have another write-up, different, not the same as on the box. Dr. Ferdinand Porsche began to design the Volkswagen under Adolf Hitler's People's Car project, which is what Volkswagen means, People's Car, in the lead up to World War II. With a growing demand for a military vehicle, the Volkswagen was soon transformed to the PKW.K1 Kubelwagen Type 82, with a prototype first completed in November 1938. The Kubelwagen featured a lightweight monocoque air-cooled 4-cylinder 985cc engine. Possessing excellent handling and maneuverability, it served as a liaison, reconnaissance, and transportation vehicle for all forces in the Army, as well as in the Air Force, the Luftwaffe. When including all updated and variant models since first production in spring 1940, over 50,000 Kubelwagen Type 82s were produced during the war. Instructions are all in black and white. And there's the usual cautions, recommended tools, marking and painting, and it looks like here they provide 4 paint schemes. And they make a note here, when no color is specified, paint the item with body color TS3 or XF60, which I believe is dark yellow. I wish the Academy kid had said this, because I had to guess on what color the body of the Kubelwagen is supposed to be. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, but you know, it's nice if they show you in the instructions. Anyways, we'll get into that in the after build review. Okay, so yeah, so there we go. We got the 4 different paint schemes, and I expect there's different decals as well. So we've got France, June 44, Eastern Front, 1944, Italy, 44, and Italian Front, 44. So not much difference between these 3. I expect this might be a lighter color on the Eastern Front, not necessarily so though. But I'm going to do the France 44. And then we get down to the instructions. Step 1, chassis assembly. Gives you all the painting of the different parts. Nice big diagram, very clear where everything's supposed to go. And then we flip the chassis over, put the seats in, this body sides. There's also illustrations here. You're expected to make a couple of holes. And then we go through for the accessories, the dashboard, engine cover, assembling and putting on the wheels. The spare wheel. There's an indicator here you need to cut off a part. Assembling the headlights. Attaching the windscreen or windshield. Final details. You have the option here, door open, door closed. And painting the pilot and the officer. And here is a black and white version of the little map that you can put in their hands. I think I'm going to use this. The cardboard from the box is a bit too thick, even though it's in color. Although I suppose I could shave off some of the layers. I don't know. I'll probably just go with this. And then at the end we have the aftermarket service card. And there's all the different part numbers and all that kind of stuff. The sprues. What to do. Okay, so that gets folded up nicely and put back. And I don't have any dark yellow. I went to the hobby store today and they were closed for a long weekend. So I'll have to get that next week. Same with the 172 Kubelwagen. I'll take off that paint that I did and paint it properly when I get the dark yellow. Okay, so that's it. So we get a quarter point off for the squish box. And another quarter point for the blistered plastic. So that brings it to 3.5. And I'm going to give it otherwise everything was fine with the parts. And so a 3 for the parts. Nothing was bent, broken. And an extra quarter point for that ingenious little idea of putting the second smaller sprue on a post so it wouldn't be rubbing up against the larger one. And then so another 3 points for the 2.75 for the instructions because they were all black and white. Actually no, I'm going to give them 3 because they put nice color on the back here. So that's a 3. So that's 9.5 plus a quarter. And so that's 9.75 out of 12. Possible 12. Nothing for value. I guess it's okay for $26. And what saves it is the 2 very nicely detailed figures, as well as the sign markings that you can cut off the box if you want to use them. As far as the map and the shoulder arm insignia goes, yeah, that shows you what they're supposed to look like. I guess that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's it. Looks like a nice little kit. As you saw, no flash. Everything was great. Great moldings you'd expect from a new tooling from 2003, which is fairly new. And pretty much what you'd expect from a Tamiya kit. So that'll be coming along. I'll be making that with the, I'll call it the mini Kubel. And wait a second, Mini's BMW. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, the Mini Kubel. And you'll see this again along with the figures when I do the diorama for the BF109. So that's it for this video. I hope everyone who watches enjoys it. Please leave comments. I appreciate respectful, constructive, and helpful comments. And I very much appreciate all the support that everyone has shown me for the most part. So, yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow's Remembrance Day in Canada, Veterans Day in the United States, and Remembrance Day in the United Kingdom. A lot of turmoil going on. I hope that authorities are able to ensure that we can honor the heroes that we still have with us, and remember and honor those who have passed. I've done a special, very short video. It's scheduled to go at about 10 minutes to 11. I think it's Eastern time. I hope everyone will check that out and take a few minutes to reflect on the sacrifices that have been made in the past so that we can live in freedom today. Alright, so that's it. Thanks very much, again, always, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.